Cartier just released two new Santos models for this year, and this was not announced at Watches and Wonders 2025. Newly released is two new models, the first one being a stainless steel large Santos with a black dial priced at $8,650, which is the same as the other large Santos white, blue, and green dial. And the most exciting one, a titanium Santos in the large size priced at $11,500. If you have ever said or heard someone say, I will not buy a Cartier Santos until they get rid of that high polished bezel, well, take a look at this new titanium model. It's entirely bead blasted, and I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I'm going to go through the details of both of these watches and then also compare them to the existing Cartier Santos collection. So if you like breakdowns like these, make sure to subscribe to my channel Minute Mon, and if you're looking for a Cartier watch, you can reach out to my store Carrot & Co. We're a family-owned authorized retailer of Cartier located in Flushing, New York, and we just installed a brand new Cartier shop, so you can come and check out some new watches. All right, let me first talk about the black dial Santos because I think a lot of people are waiting for me to talk about the titanium one, so let's just get this out of the way. So this new one is a new black dial, and you might be reminded of an existing model called the Cartier Santos ADLC version, which has a gray dial, kind of similar with these like vertical brushing, and also an ADLC bezel. However, on this new model, it is the same as like the white, the blue, and the green large Santos, high polished bezel, just a new dial color in black with a matching date wheel. The main difference here is obviously the dial color, and aside from being a polar opposite of the white dial, because it's black dial with white numerals versus white dial with black numerals, this model also has lume. So in the dark, all of the Roman numerals plus the little squares that connect to it will glow along with the hours and minutes hand. There's no lume on the seconds hand, and to be honest, the lume on this model is not the brightest I've handled, but it kind of just like gets the job done. And the last main difference here with this watch is the additional strap that you get. Typically on the Cartier Santos white dial, you get like this tan colored strap, while on the blue one, you get a blue alligator. The green dial, you get a green alligator. This one on a black dial, you get a gray Alcantara strap. So it's kind of like this casual dressy strap versus the black alligator strap that you would expect from the other models. Everything else about this watch is the same. You still have the in-house Cartier automatic caliber. You have a 100-meter water resistant, no screw down crown. You have quick switch, which allows you to change the bracelet for strap. And you also have easy link, which are these little ovals that you can push and remove the links without any tools. Again, priced the exact same as the white dial large Santos, $8,650 at the time of this recording. Now let's talk about the new titanium model. When I first saw this model, I was like, this is so awesome. This is what people have been talking about for years. The Cartier Santos collection as we know it has been out since I believe 2018. I didn't buy my personal one, the one I'm wearing, until 2021, so 3 years after it released. Through that entire time, people have continuously made the comments, oh, I like the watch, I like the idea of it, but that high polished bezel is going to be so scratched up. It's a scratch magnet. Well, now Cartier has been listening to what people have been saying, and they brought a really clever way of doing a full bead blasted bezel. So instead of just like having a new model being stainless steel, they decided to introduce an entirely new material for the entire collection. This is the first version that has titanium. So the watch is entirely in bead blasted titanium. It kind of has this more matte finish, and there's basically no high polished surfaces anywhere. Not on the bezel, not on the crown, not on the bracelet. From afar, you might still confuse this watch for the stainless steel version, and I like that it's not that easily distinguishable unless you have them kind of side by side or you're really looking at the details. Keep in mind that even on the stainless steel version, in certain diffuse lighting, that high polished bezel can appear a little bit more matte, but of course, once you get it in harsh lighting, that's where you'll see all the reflective surfaces of the Cartier Santos stainless steel versions. Now, with this new material of titanium, it gives it three advantages. Like any titanium watch, it's going to be very lightweight, so it's going to be very comfortable for all day wear. It's going to be corrosion resistant, and it's also hypoallergenic. The one detail out of those that is the most advantageous to people is the lightweight. Some people like the lightweightness, and some people just don't like when a watch feels too light. It feels like if they're going to spend this amount of money, they want to feel a little bit of the heft. However, just to put some numbers for the titanium weight, the Cartier Santos Large in stainless steel weighs 5.2 ounces, as you can see here. The new Santos Titanium Large weighs 3.4 ounces. It's almost 2 ounces lighter than the full stainless steel version. And just to put things in perspective, my own Cartier Santos Medium in steel weighs 3.6 ounces. Now, just to clarify, my Cartier Santos Medium has links removed to fit my wrist. So if it had the original links on it, it would probably be closer to the 4 ounce weight. But what I'm trying to say here, and what I've been saying for years with the Cartier Santos Medium, is that it's lightweight enough that it kind of feels or simulates the effect of having a titanium watch. Now, something I do want to note, while this has more brush finishing on the titanium model, it does not mean that it will not scratch. In fact, it can still scratch, and in a way, it can show scratches in a different way. Sometimes on titanium models, the scratches can appear as white lines. So this is not really a solution to a watch that doesn't scratch, but rather taking away the high reflective surfaces. On the titanium model, you'll also notice that on the crown, instead of having a blue sapphire cabochon like you have on all the other Cartier watches, you have something like a black onyx cabochon. It's a nice little detail that kind of distinguishes that this is titanium. Now, on platinum models, Cartier tends to use a ruby cabochon. So this is just kind of a nice visual detail that Cartier is keeping consistent, that with the different materials, you have different colored stones. Now, everything else about the Cartier Santos titanium is the same, except there's one major difference. On this model, you still have quick switch. You can still remove the bracelet for the strap, and the strap that comes on is also a gray Alcantara, so kind of that casual dressy. The thing that you lose here is the Easy Link. Now, like I mentioned earlier with the black dial, the Easy Link is where you can push these ovals on the bracelet and you can remove or add links without tools. Now, on the titanium model, you can see these slotted screw heads, and that means that you're going to need a standard screwdriver to remove the links. It would have been nice if Cartier could have continued the Easy Link onto the titanium bracelet. I'm not exactly sure the reason why. I'm sure it has something to do with working with the material of titanium. However, I don't actually think it's a huge disadvantage because, just like I said in the Cartier Santos Small video, the major thing is still having quick switch, because it's much easier and more common that you're going to switch the bracelet to a strap than to add or remove links more than once a year. Most people, once you remove the links, you don't usually have to adjust the bracelet again. So while it would have been nice to have Easy Link, I don't think it's going to be a major deal breaker for people here. I think the main difference people are going to feel here is the price difference. So in titanium, this is $11,500, and when you compare that to the stainless steel white dial in large, same size, that's $8,650, which is a $2,550 difference. So what are my final thoughts about the new titanium model? So I think it's great that Cartier came out with a new version with this more matte finish because of all the comments people have about the high polish. However, I still think that people will still consider the stainless steel model just because of the difference in price. And it's not that surprising that a titanium watch is more expensive than stainless steel. That pretty much happens at every brand at every level. However, I think that the price difference being at over $2,000 is going to sway people to be like, you know what, I would rather have a brushed bezel, but I don't want to pay an extra $2,000, so I'm going to still stick with the stainless steel. That being said, this titanium model only comes out in the large size, and so personally for me, I would love to see it come into the medium size. But as someone who already owns a Cartier Santos Medium for 4 years now, even if this came out with a medium-sized titanium, I don't think I would sell this watch to try to get the titanium one, because as someone who's owned this for 4 years, I don't mind the scratches, and as you can see on my watch, it happily has a lot of memories, and I just don't really want to go through the process of selling a watch to buy the same watch but just with a different bezel. It doesn't really make that much sense for me. But if you're someone who has been hesitant about buying the Cartier Santos because of the bezel, then this might be something you might consider. Now, I want to say it's not guaranteed that Cartier will make a titanium medium size. I am hoping that they do, but it's not guaranteed because there are other Cartier Santos large models that never made it to the medium. Think of the ADLC version that I mentioned in the beginning of this video, as well as some of the other cool dials like the all black case or even the skeleton versions. And yes, I do know there are Cartier Santos Dumont skeletons, but that's not the same as a Cartier Santos medium skeleton. Anyways, that pretty much sums up these two new models for 2025. But what do you think of these new Cartier Santos watches? If you already own a stainless steel Santos, are you considering getting the titanium? Let me know in the comments below. Again, if you're looking for a Cartier watch, especially for the holidays coming up, please reach out to my store Carrot & Co. We're a family-owned authorized retailer of Cartier watches, and we just built a new Cartier shop so you can come and browse the new collection here. If you like videos like this, go ahead and check out this video here and make sure to subscribe to my channel. It's been a minute, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.